Let's see if anybody's here. It says 2 people watching. If you can hear me, please say so in the chat. Five people. Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me out there? Cool. Thank you, Urban Autophilia. I can't make that out. All right, cool. Sorry for the short notice, everybody. I was kind of on the fence whether or not I wanted to do this today or not, and if I wanted to do it by myself or try to get somebody to join me. Yeah, I didn't really have much time to set up, so I'm trying to adjust my setup here. Okay. All right. Rocking the X-Men shirt today. Cool. I'll wait for a few more people to show up. Hopefully you guys are doing well on Sunday. Is anybody going to SDCC this week? I will not be going. I had a chance to go, or had a chance to get somebody's ticket who I guess isn't going to go, but Talker Art, he actually offered to let me have his pass, and unfortunately I don't live in California anymore, so it's not a very convenient trip for me. It's a little expensive, and unfortunately my team is really shorthanded at work, and we already have a guy out Thursday and Friday, so I have to cover my route and his route, so it's gonna suck. Okay, anybody get anything cool this week? I know a lot of people are getting GI Joes. Mine are supposed to arrive in the next few days, next couple days, hopefully. I'm really excited to get Spirit. He's by far my favorite GI Joe character, and really excited to get him, especially that he's coming with a realistic sniper rifle instead of that ridiculous arrow rifle that he had in the original 3 3/4 inch version. Oh yes, Craig Walker. I do not live in Albuquerque, but I was born in Albuquerque. I grew up in Santa Fe. So yeah, home of Breaking Bad. Let's see, Bone Breaker almost complete. Yeah, my Havoc. I just got my shipping notification from Amazon today, and I'm supposed to get it like Monday of next week, I think. So yeah. Then I gotta wait for Target to ship Maggot and Darwin. So still gonna be a while before I can complete my damn Bone Breaker. Yeah, the UK is always like at least a month ahead of us, which is pretty frustrating. It's like it would suck to be if I still did reviews of reviewers here in the US. You know, Dan Hu is eating their lunch right now. He's getting all the reviews at least a month before anybody else. Shout out to Dan Hu. He had a live stream today, which I did not watch. Cool. So, let's see, greetings from Costa Rica. Thank you for watching. Cool, 36 people. That's a pretty good amount for very short notice. We'll give it a few more minutes for some more people to join in. But thanks so much for showing up, guys. Yeah, just want to talk a little bit about stuff that I know is coming the rest of the year. And so I'm assuming that that the Marvel Legends team will finally reveal some of or confirm some of the stuff that I've already leaked. Hold on one second. I was in the middle of downloading a file. All right. Let's see. Bring up my list here. Let's see. You commented on the His Tank HasLab. I am not getting the His Tank. I loved G.I. Joe growing up. I had a ton of G.I. Joe character vehicles and figures in the early days of G.I. Joe. I quit collecting about the time that the Tomahawk came out. I think maybe one other vehicle after that I might have got picked up, but I remember I had the Tomahawk and I had I want to say it was the Viper. It was it looks like it was the plane, the Cobra plane that looked like an A-10 Warthog. I had that, and I had the Tomahawk, and I might have had one or two other vehicles that came out right after that. But that was about the time that I quit collecting GI Joes. Puberty hit, and the toy collecting took a nosedive pretty soon after that. Yeah, I'm not getting the His Tank. It's a little too GI Joe specific. I think if they had come out with the what is it called? If they'd come out with the vehicle that looks like that Lamborghini Jeep, I always forget what it's called. If they'd come out with that, I might have backed it, but not for $300. Let's see, just a generic like an M1 Abrams tank that they made in the 3 3/4 inch line. That would be cool to have. Something that's just a little bit more versatile, that because I've been collecting GI Joes from the classified series, but I don't definitely not like a completist, and I'm not doing it because of GI Joe fandom. I'm doing it because I want military vehicles that I can use with my Marvel Legends, our military characters. So if it's something I can kit bash to use with other figures, then I'll pick it up. But if it's something that's very GI Joe specific, yeah, I'm gonna pass. The only exception was Spirit and Storm Shadow. I'm waiting for the Walmart exclusive Storm Shadow. And I picked up Snake Eyes, but you can just pop another head on that figure, and you've got a commando. You don't need it. Doesn't need to be. It doesn't have to be Snake Eyes. Although I do like Snake Eyes, so I do have several of those. But yeah, not the Hiss looks pretty cool. I think it's a shame that those who are been waiting for a hooded Cobra Commander aren't going to get that head from Hasbro. You can get. I'm sure you're going to get a third party, like a 3D printed head or something. Someone's going to do a custom hooded Cobra Commander head, but yeah, it doesn't. The Hiss doesn't do anything for me. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks well done. I'm glad to see that hardcore GI Joe fans have something that they actually want, unlike Star Wars Black Series fans. We keep getting screwed on lightsabers and Rancor. Like, who has room for a giant Rancor? Like, what are you going to do with it? Like, if you have a huge Jabba's palace diorama already, I could see the justification of getting a Rancor, but it's not practical. It's not a practical something that I would ever want. I would much rather, if I don't know what I would pick, but it wouldn't be, my first pick would not be a Rancor. it would be something that I could use in make more than one setup or scenario or setting. Like I don't know, the Slave One from Boba Fett's vehicle or something like that. I don't know. So let's see. We got 50 people in here, so thanks for showing up, everybody. Do you think Hasbro would try to do a bigger Fin Fang Foom? I could see a HasLab Fin Fang Foom. I don't see them trying to do that again in a Build-A-Figure capacity. We're never going to get a Build-A-Figure that's that big ever again. I'm trying to remember. I wasn't collecting when Fin Fang Foom was available, but I can't remember if it was spread across. I know that Toy Biz did the Giant Man across 2 waves, and I don't think Fin Fang Foom was. I think he was a 1 wave. But yeah, that figure is. I keep looking up because he's on the top of my DTOF up here. That figure is so massive that they would never do it as a BAF again. But I could see them doing it as a HasLab, and I probably would not back that because I'm pretty happy with my Fin Fang Foom. And I don't know how many people would actually get behind it, but because of the price that they would be asking, because you can get a knockoff Fin Fang Foom on AliExpress for like $150. So I definitely encourage people to go that route if you don't have Foom. I got mine is, as far as I know, is not a knockoff. I got it before the knockoffs started to get made, and I was lucky. I got mine for like 150 shipped, or 130. I think it was like 130. So I got really lucky on eBay for mine. But after that, like they're like $300. So yeah, I can definitely see a lot of people who don't have Foom would go that route with supporting a HasLab for it. But I don't know that I just don't need a one that's bigger. I mean, I barely have room for my damn Sentinel right now. He's sitting on the floor over here because I'm too afraid to put him up somewhere top, somewhere heavy, so that if he falls, I don't want him come crashing down. As it stands, I have another DTOF in this corner, and that's where I'm going to put my Galactus. But yeah, I gotta find a good way to secure it to the wall so they don't go tumbling down off my shelves. That's the last thing I need. Let's see, what other questions we got? Darth Vader chamber, that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Wakanda Forever. We're definitely getting figures to support that movie. Let's see. Chinese knockoff Fin Fang Foom is excellent. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I have the knockoff. What's it called? Dragon Man, and that figure is excellent. Like I've never played with a actual, a legitimate Dragon Man, so I don't know the difference. From every picture I've seen, it looks the same. So I'm very happy with my my knockoff Dragon Man. John Owen, any word on the Hawkeye Rider set? Man, I get trolled by Ryan Ting every chance he gets about that damn Hawkeye. I'm just going by what the information that I was given, man. Somebody who was a very reliable source told me that we were supposed to be getting that Riders Hawkeye, and maybe they had plans for it and they scrapped it, but I have no idea. I haven't seen any listings for it, so of course, now that I put it out there, they're gonna put that on the back burner as long as they can. Sorry, I need to download this file real quick. Da-da-da-da. Yes, save. Okay. All right. Good night, Irene. Okay, so let's talk about stuff that I know should be coming out later in the year, and that stuff might be getting revealed here this week. We know that we're supposed to be getting a Black Panther wave, and obviously I talked about the Black Panther stuff before they announced that we were getting those re-releases of the existing movie figures with updated deco. The one that they haven't announced that I've seen listings for is Okoye. So a lot of people were complaining, like, why did we get M'Baku and we didn't get Okoye? As far as I know, Okoye is coming, so I don't know if they are waiting to release her when the second Black Panther movie comes out. And correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't the second Black Panther film come out in the fall this year? I got to look up what the release date is for that. What is it? Wakanda Forever? Yeah, it says 2022. Sorry, the neighbor's dog is going crazy upstairs. Let's see, does it have the release date? Yeah, I was saying November 11th of this year. So, yeah, the information that I have is that we're getting a Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2 movie wave in the fall. So probably, it seems like we've been getting them before the release date of the movie, much to the chagrin of Marvel and Disney and Hasbro and even Target. I think Target gets tired of the figures sit on the shelves for weeks and then they end up going on clearance by the time the movie comes out. So yeah, we're supposed to be getting a Okoye and a second Black Panther wave, and then they're I guess they're anticipating those figures selling well because they're supposed to be a running change included in that that movie wave as well. So I don't remember. I know there's a few years ago they did that with another one of the movies. I can't remember if it was the Ant-Man wave or what, but I remember they had an initial wave and then they did a swap where they put in a running change, a different figure, basically the same assortment, except they just put in a different one of the characters was different. So I don't know what specific characters or figures are going to be in that movie wave. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I would not. Well, they don't like to make announcements on characters for figures for movie waves until a trailer drops or the movie's out. So don't expect unless something gets leaked, which is typically only when sellers in Asia get the packaging, if they're able to look at the packaging on the back, you can see what the assortment is. But all the codes for those figures are going to be code named. So it'll probably just say, like Black Panther 2 movie figure A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we're not going to know what those characters are until they actually start shipping out from the factory. We also know that we're supposed to be getting 2 more Walgreens exclusives this year. So I'll be very surprised if they don't show what one of them is going to be here at SDCC. There have been such a screw up with Walgreens distribution that I'm surprised they haven't announced that already, but they're probably holding off and waiting until they know that Walgreens is going to be able to actually have these figures available before they start making announcements on what it is. So I'm assuming it's going to be 2 more villains since we got Zemo and Jigsaw. So I'm assuming that's going to continue through that same theme for 2 more villains. I would love if we could finally get a Dark Miss Marvel. That's what the hell's her name? Carla, the chick from the Thunderbolts, who is impersonating Dark Miss Marvel, and her costume. If they did that, they need to include a classic Carol head. We already have the hair from Dazzler. She's got the same hairstyle from the Disco Dazzler. So if they packed in a head like that, then you could have a classic Miss Marvel with a dark Miss Marvel head as well. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because her costume is identical to the classic Miss Marvel costume. So I think maybe maybe a Dark Miss Marvel has a sash and the other one doesn't, but I think they're identical, really, except obviously the hairstyle is different. But that would be my dream pick if we're going to be getting a female villain. And don't know who would I want as another villain. They should give us Overdrive. That's such an easy thing for them to do, and complete another team. So yeah, I could totally see them doing that. That's such an easy slam dunk. Zemo required a bunch of new tooling, but Jigsaw was just a reuse of an existing suited body. So I could totally see them using existing mold for Overdrive. They've got that AIM body that they used for Star-Lord. They could totally just use that and put a helmeted head on it, and bam, there you go. You've got Overdrive. Easy kit bash for them. What else we got? They teased the a cloth goods jacket, and I leaked that we're getting a Beast, X-Men Beast figure, classic Hank McCoy. I'm assuming it's going to be a classic Hank McCoy, and I'm curious if that jacket is going to be for Beast. That's going to be my prediction, or just wild guess, speculation on what that jacket is going to be for. Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to be on a vintage card. I would assume that that's the case, but yeah, I don't know, because a lot of these single released figures, that seems to be the way that they go, is they gives them an excuse to put them on a vintage card. They love to entice you mint on card collectors. Tatiana, yeah, she would be another awesome addition to Avengers villains. Been needed her for a very long time. Let's see, Scorpion. We're supposed to be getting a Scorpion. I'm pretty sure that's going to be on vintage card. And yeah, they'll give them the classic Scorpion look, because the one that they released a few years ago, that was more modern, where the mask is covering more of his face, and then also it's more of a metallic, darker green. So the classic Scorpion was a brighter green, and yeah, that Spider-Man classic card that everybody loves. So yeah, Scorpion should be coming out this year as well. Um, a Captain America of some kind is supposed to be coming out this year. I don't know what version of Captain America, since we got the 20th anniversary one. It's probably not going to be classic. Um, so just struggling to think of what. Maybe it'll be a new Bucky cap. You put Bucky on the Vulcan body that just came out. That I could totally see them doing that. Come on, Jay Woods. This is a 21st century. You can't say man-ape. You have to say M'Baku. I would totally love to see a classic man-ape, though. That'd be cool. They probably wouldn't be able to call it man-ape. Let's see what else we got coming out. Some sort of mega deluxe figure. So we already know Mojo's coming out, and I don't remember if this listing might be talking about Mojo, because it didn't say if it was Avengers or X-Men or Spider-Man or what. It just said mega deluxe figures, so I don't know if they were referring to Mojo or if there's another completely different character that's going to be a deluxe figure. Because I already had a listing for Apocalypse, so we already know he's coming. In that, it's funny is because he is retro or animated style colors, but he's on a vintage card and not in the retro or the VHS packaging. So I'm sure they had to do that because of the VHS packaging would be gigantic trying to fit that figure in there. Only one I have is Wolverine, so I don't know how big that Mr. Sinister packaging is in comparison. 87 people. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Let's see. Nobody's sending super chats. I thought the super chats were enabled, but I could be wrong. I always forget to do that, and I thought that I enabled monetization this time around, but anyway, and I haven't been live when super chats are enabled, so I don't know how it tells me if I get one. So hopefully the chat will let me know. Let's see, who else are we getting? Supposedly we're getting a 60th anniversary comic Spider-Man. So I don't know if they're just gonna make a single carded version of the Spider-Man we just got with the Renew Your Vows, that figure. Yeah, I don't know what other classic Spider-Man they could be talking about, but who knows? Let's see. We're supposed to be getting a Spider-Verse. The new Spider-Verse movie is going to get a wave dedicated for that, and I want to say that movie comes out this year as well. Am I crazy? When does that Spider-Verse movie come out? Spider-Verse 2 release date. Oh, no, it's not coming up till June of next year. So, interesting. Interesting. yeah, I don't know why I was able to get listings for that wave this far out, because I got that listing a couple months ago. So I don't know anything more about that. Let's see. Disney Plus Wave 2 is supposed to be coming out, I think, in the fall. And obviously we know everybody's been announced except for the final figure, which according to the listings that I've seen is going to be She-Hulk. So they probably won't announce that at SDCC unless there's going to be like a new trailer drop for She-Hulk or something like that. They always like to wait until the last minute. They always like to announce a figure when either the show is coming out or a trailer drops for it or something like that. So yeah, as far as I know, She-Hulk is going to be the final figure. So we already know everybody else. We're getting the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop and Sharon Carter. The two Moon Knights. We have Mr. Knight and Moon Knight. And is that it? I want to say that was it. So yeah, should look forward to She-Hulk. And let's see. We're supposed to be getting a vintage retro wave. I don't know what the theme for that is going to be. I would assume it's going to be Iron Man, because that's like the next up in the roster, the retro cards that we haven't had yet. We've already had Fantastic Four, X-Men, Avengers, right? We've had Avengers. Am I crazy? I've had to have had Avengers retro cards. And then, yeah, we still don't have Iron Man. So that would be my guess. There's so many characters that so many classic retro, so many classic Iron Man villains that we don't have. That'd be awesome to get those, like Whiplash. I'm trying to think. Trying to see my one of my posters here that's got Iron Man on it, because it's got like a ton of Iron Man villains on there, but I don't know where it is at the moment. Might be in the hallway. What else are we supposed to be getting? So I previously leaked that we were going to be getting a Marvel Legends 3-pack, so I would assume that listing was for the 3-pack that they just revealed with the 3 Spider-Man figures, the MCU Spider-Man figures. I don't know specifically if it was for something else, something different, but so it could have been that MCU Spider-Man way or 3-pack, or it could be for something else. I don't have confirmation on that yet, so hopefully I'll find out here pretty soon if that listing was for something different. But it certainly could have just been the Spider-Man MCU 3-pack. We're supposed to get a Black Panther Deluxe figure, so I don't know if that's going to be like the Rhino that was in the first Black Panther movie. I don't know what else it could be, because I would just have to assume it's going to be MCU related, because I mean, I guess it could be comic book based. Maybe we will get a Man-Ape as a deluxe figure, but who knows? I don't know that the demand is going to be that strong to warrant a deluxe of that figure. And finally, we're also supposed to be getting a vintage carded figure. Don't know what the theme is going to be for that. So, yeah, let the speculation begin. I have no idea what that could be as well. Lots of things I would like to see, but yeah. One thing we definitely need is some West Coast Avengers. Since we're getting pretty close to finishing that team, we need a classic Mockingbird, and we need Hank Pym in his jumpsuit, and yeah, because we have Wonder Man, we have War Machine, we have Tigra now. That fucking horrible orange Tigra made her way too orange. Trying to think of who else. We have White Vision. We have Hawkeye. Yeah. So I'm going to try to catch up with the chat here. Anything about No Way Home villains? I don't know. Maybe that's the 3-pack that they're talking about. Maybe we'll get a 3-pack of the No Way Home villains, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything specifically about them. I know a lot of people are jonesing for them. Daniel said we're getting at least one other after Fire Lord was revealed, so hopefully Terrax, Airwalker, or preferably, yeah. I kind of hope they're not just going to re-release Terrax, because he's not a bad figure, but he's definitely worthy of an upgrade. And I have a Terrax I'm trying to sell right now, so yeah, I need to try to get rid of that figure before Galactus ships. If we get Airwalker, I really hope it's Airwalker 2, because I don't like the original version of Airwalker. He looks too much like Hercules with that like tunic that looks like a skirt. I don't like that. I don't like that design. I think he's got like straps on his legs like the old school Hercules also. But the Airwalker 2 version looks really cool. And I think the original Airwalker only lived for like a few issues, and Airwalker 2 was around for a lot longer. So he's a much better character, in my opinion, anyway. Much more worthy of a figure. We're I was the one who leaked Firelord getting released. Let's see. Any chance on a Luke Cage, Doc Samson, or Black Panther? Luke Cage, definitely. We need a classic Luke Cage and a Doc Samson. I'm not a fan of the classic Luke Cage, honestly, but that Toy Biz figure is so outdated. We definitely need to get rid of that. And we need a classic Iron Fist. We don't have a classic Iron Fist from Hasbro yet. They came close, but that's still modern. He doesn't have the open V-neck shirt with the like really high collar on it. Excuse me. We still need that classic look for Iron Fist. Let's see. Any chance of War Machine is on that retro card? Well, the War Machine that I leaked, I'm pretty sure that they already showed it. It's it looks more like the Capcom versus Marvel War Machine, or it's white, like he's got like pearlescent white instead of silver for the legs, arms and legs. So I can't remember. Is that on the vintage card? I lose track of what is and what isn't. Let's see, Carnage, Robbie Reyes, Hell Charger for 250. Yeah, I kind of doubt that. I don't know that there's that big of a demand for Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. I could be wrong, but I don't know that's something that I would be interested in getting. I think a Punisher van would probably be more likely because a lot of people have been wanting that forever. Let's see. Yeah, they are doing a repack of M'Baku. Ghost Rider's having an anniversary. Could be on a retro card. Yeah, that could be a deluxe Ghost Rider on retro card. Let's see. Charlie Robbie Robertson. I don't know about that. Wonder Man in his jacket. Yeah, I could see that. How much am I asking for Terrax? I think I was asking like 110 bucks last time I looked, but I have it written down. Actually, let me look here. I think I have my price list. No, I don't want to update Microsoft Office. Let's see. Terrax, where are you at? All the figure pieces. Sorry, I'm like not paying attention to you guys at the moment. I'm trying to answer this person's question. But whoever, if you're interested in buying Terrax, send me a message on Instagram. It's a _ rectangular with a K on Instagram, and yeah, I don't think I see the. Yeah, I have it written down somewhere, just not on this list here. So I think I was asking like 110 or 115, something like that. Let's see. Modern day Luke Cage. I don't know. I mean, we've had him a couple times already, and I really like the MCU Luke Cage from the both the sets that we got for I want to say Disney Plus, but it was Netflix actually. The Netflix shows that version. He's big, but not like crazy big. He just looks, more like a more realistic looking guy, but probably I'm thinking a lot of people probably want him bigger than that. No Way Home Wave 2. Come on, you greedy bastards. Didn't you get enough fucking movie figures already? Sick of movie figures. Classic Beta Ray Bill. Yeah, that would be awesome. That's definitely high on my list. Did you see the leaked picture of the Marvel Select Beta Ray Bill? He's modern. It looks like modern version. Yeah, he's definitely a modern version of Beta Ray Bill, which I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know that I really need a modern Beta Ray Bill. I'll probably end up getting it because I'm stupid like that. Any cosmic character I want. But yeah, give me classic all day long. Yeah, Daredevil. Yeah, I would like to see Daredevil on that retro wave Spider-Man mold, the new one that, not even the retro wave. Screw that because it's got pins. Give me the new 2-pack Spider-Man, but without pins. I'll take that and toe joints. Now they Hasbro teams did say that we were going to be getting another figure on that mold this year, so my guess is going to be Daredevil. I think that would make fans extremely happy. Black Goliath, yeah, we definitely need a Bill Foster. We need a classic Goliath as well. We need both colors of classic Goliath, and I want I want a Hawkeye Goliath too. Clint Barton Goliath. Let's see. Ghost Rider 50th anniversary. Yeah, I could definitely see them doing that. Let's see. Yeah, the Riders line dead. I would definitely, if you're going to SDCC or know anybody who is, they are going to have a panel. So definitely ask them. Like, are we going to get? Is the Riders line dead? Are we going to get more vehicles? Are we going to get that Hawkeye on the Sky Cycle? But yeah, I know that they had plans to make more, and they scrapped it, I guess, in favor of just deluxe releases because they don't have to. I mean, they ran out of motorcycles to make. That was saving them money because they didn't have to invest in new molds. They just had to repaint existing motorcycles and put different paint on them and stuff, different accessories that you can snap on. Blastar, yeah, I don't want you guys to get Blastar. I already bought him. I bought him twice. A new Annihilus. I would definitely go for that. I like you can barely see my Annihilus right there. I like the old Toy Biz Annihilus, but he does have some problems standing. He's got those ball jointed hips. He's a little scrawny. So I would like to see a new Annihilus. But yeah, classic Blastar, because that is a modern Blastar. So we need to get a classic Blastar, because this one's got the metal boots, and classic Blastar has got shorts, and I think he's got shorts and regular boots. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a new Blastar if we get classic version. Let's see what else. Retro Fantastic Four Retro Wave with Molecule Man. Definitely need a Molecule Man. Yeah, Jack Kirby. Yeah, it's definitely time. Stan Lee got his figure. Let's get King Kirby. Let's give Jack his figure as well. You definitely need him. Let's see. We need a new Red Guardian. Not Red Guardian. Crimson Dynamo. We need a classic Crimson Dynamo and a classic Titanium Man. I like the Marvel Select Titanium Man, but we need the other version, the red version of Titanium Man. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, David Chance. I don't do trades. It's just too risky with getting ripped off by people. So unless I know you, unless you're a friend of mine, I don't do trades over the internet. Rush McGowan. What's up, Rush? Apparently a new comic Black Panther rumored in the Wakanda Forever wave. Could that be on the Retro Spider-Man mold? Definitely. I mean, that I could see them using that. It just seems a little scrawny for T'Challa, in my opinion. But yeah, that's certainly possible. I have the vintage carded Spider-Man. Where the hell is he? He's down there. It's kind of hard to get to. There's a bunch of crap in front of the case. But I haven't compared him next to the Black Panthers that we have already received to see if they're comparable in size. But if they're similar size, then I could see them using that mold. Let's see, 2099 wave. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's that big a demand for 2099. But I could be wrong. I could see it being like a retailer exclusive, like an Amazon set, something like that. But I don't think most retailers want to take a chance on something that your average Joe has never heard of before. Let's see. Did I order the Mojo 3-pack? No, I did not. I do not like Mojo or the Mojo verse. So I think Spiral is a really cool character design, but I don't need Spiral because what are you going to do with Spiral unless you're going to do a Mojoverse setup? Like I don't need Long Shot, and I don't need Spiral, and I don't need Mojo. Like I like the X-Men, but I don't roll that deep into X-Men. Like I don't need every X-Men villain or every X-Men character. That are these kind of like very niche universes like Mojoverse. I don't need that. He looks great. A new Spiral would look nice, I'm sure, but I don't need him. Saves me money. Bruce Banner, yeah, definitely need a comic Bruce Banner. We haven't had a comic Bruce Banner. I think the last time was Toy Biz. I don't think we got a. We got. We got an MCU Bruce Banner in a 4-pack or 5-pack. That was like an Avengers movie figure, but we never had a comic book Marvel Legends Bruce Banner. So definitely past due to get him. I'm not a big Hulk fan. Like I loved the Hulk when I was a kid. The Lou Ferrigno show was on when I was a kid, and I liked that just because that's all we had. But I think it looks terrible now, and I never really been that big of a Hulk fan. Like he's either way too OP or he's just kind of a dumb, he's just not an intelligent character. He's just, like a monster. So doesn't appeal to me. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Black Panther on the Vulcan body. I can see that. I'm so disappointed with that Vulcan body. It looks great, but I think he's too tall. I totally agree with Unparalleled Universe when he did his comparison, and if their goal was to phase out the Bucky cap body, they shouldn't have made that figure so damn tall. Like they just consistently keep making the figures taller and taller and taller, and it's getting annoying because you can't, if you have like all these other figures that are on the Bucky cap mold, and you're putting taller characters or taller figures that are supposed to be like the same height, but they're significantly taller, it screws up your display. It doesn't. They don't jive well together. Like why? Like if you are a huge, especially Iron Man, if you're a huge Iron Man fan and you've been collecting all the Hasbro Iron Man figures, nothing from years ago is in scale with all the Iron Man figures that are coming out now. I love the new Iron Man figures, and I think that they needed to be bigger, but you're gonna have to throw away all those old molds. I mean, none of them are in scale anymore. So it's frustrating. Like they keep making Marvel Legends are actually somewhere in. They're actually like 1/11th scale. They're not 1/12 scale. Like um, Mafex is a little bit closer to 1/12 scale, and honestly, SH Figure Arts is more accurate to 1/12 scale. Marvel Legends are inching up on the 1/10 scale, which is 7-inch scale. They're really fucking tall. Like let's measure this classic Captain America. Okay, this dude. He is 6.5 inches, right? Yeah, 6.5 inches. So I'd have to go online and look up how tall Captain America is supposed to be. Let's do the same with Iron Man. Classic Iron Man. He is what, like 6 3/4? He's more than 6.5 inches. So, you know, a 6 foot tall character is supposed to be 6 inches, and majority of Marvel Legends are taller than 6 inches. Here, let's do Charles Xavier. He's probably not even 6 feet tall in the comics. Granted, this is a movie figure. But yeah, even he's over 6 inches. So that's so is Charles Xavier taller than 6 feet tall? I don't know. But yeah, they keep getting bigger and bigger. Let's see. 6.5. See? Shartimus is in the house, people. Damn, Russ, you got time to come on my channel? Don't you have videos to edit? Let's see. Atuma, that would be awesome. Definitely, I could definitely see Atuma on Retro Card because we got him in the past in the Fantastic Four vintage card. Yeah, so probably not this year, but if they do another Fantastic Four, I could see them doing that. Avalanche, yeah. Marvel Freak, I totally agree. We are so far in need of an Avalanche. Yeah, we can finally complete our Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Wasn't there one other? I mean, if you kit bash Mastermind, then you can get, if you kit bash the Disney Plus character to make Mastermind, so we have the head from this box set. But let's see what else. C Young says, I'm fine if they go towards 7-inch. Like, man, we're already halfway there. Kind of sucks, like, because you have like GI Joes aren't that big, so trying to be able to use figures from other lines like Star Wars Black Series, Star Wars Black Series is like true 1/12 scale. They're shorter. They're definitely shorter. So like most of the figures are just at 6 inches. Obviously droids and other things, other bigger characters are going to be the exception, but most of the human characters are like just under 6 inches or just at 6 inches. Like the biggest example with Marvel Legends is the females. most of the female characters are 6 inches tall. How many 6 foot tall women do you know? Like, I've dated a couple women that were 5'10", but like the average female Marvel Legends is 6 inches. So, and a lot of them are not wearing heels. So they're fucking huge. They're gigantic. Like, how many, like, you're in this Marvel Legends universe, the average woman is 6 feet tall. Like, yeah. I'm 5'10", so like I'm average height for uh, a human male. So I'd be getting dwarfed by all these Marvel women. Let's see. Ronan Accuser. Yeah, definitely would love to see an updated Ronan. You can see him. My T-Rex and Ronan right here. I think Wade, I think on Parallel Universe was talking about he'd like to see an updated Gladiator as well, because that Sentry body is kind of terrible. I'm pretty happy with it. I think he's appropriate size. Gladiator's pretty big dude. I just hate that. I hate that chest on that. Like, they could continue to use that mold if they would just give us a new upper torso. Just replace the upper torso. That's the only thing that's really wrong with that big, bulky mold. That fucking shelf, that Rob Liefeld chest is terrible on that mold. Also, the Grim Reaper mold, the shoulders are terrible because they don't carve enough space in the top of the shoulders, in the hard plastic of the torso. So when you move the shoulders up, it scrapes on the inside there. So they either need to make the shoulders smaller or the inner sleeve of the torso wider to accommodate. And I told Tony Colella, the painter, so hopefully he passed that message on to Dwight. Like, that's still a problem. You guys need to have him fix that problem yet. Blob, definitely need a new Blob. The old Blob is a really good figure, but that thing's hard to come by. I could definitely see them doing a deluxe version of Blob. I don't know that they would want to go the Build-A-Figure route with him. They'd probably just make a deluxe version of that figure. But yeah, so thanks everybody for showing up. I didn't want to spend a whole Sunday evening on here, so we had like 85 people at one time, so we've lost about 10 people since then. But yeah, thanks so much for showing up, everybody. I'd love to hear what you guys think is going to be revealed this week. If you showed up late, then go back and rewatch this, and you can see all the stuff that I talked about that has shown up in systems that I leaked previously that they still haven't confirmed. So we've got a bunch of stuff. There's supposed to be another Spider-Man wave coming out this year that I don't know if that's going to be part of the Spider-Verse stuff that I also talked about. Supposed to be getting an Avengers wave in the fall as well, in October. So I think that might be, they might be talking about the Disney Plus stuff, because I think they have been putting that. Actually, I'm seeing two different waves. I'm seeing Avengers wave, and then the Disney Plus wave is supposed to come out in September. So and then I think that's going to be a comic book wave for Avengers in October. So we might be seeing those reveals at SDCC this week. And like I said, the Black Panther 2 stuff is coming. They're not going to show what that stuff is until the movie is, at least until the trailer drops for that. Because movie figures we don't get to know about. They might show the comic book figures that are, if there are going to be comic book waves or comic book figures included in that wave, they might preview those. On that note, I'm really glad that Hasbro's lately has been doing all MCU wave and all comic book wave, keeping them separate. I hate mixed waves because I'm having to hunt down the one or two comic book characters that are in an MCU wave, or having a comic book wave in a comic book BAF for an MCU heavy wave. I hate that. Like, just give me all comic and all MCU, and then I that way I don't have to buy an entire MCU wave. Keep them separate. That makes the MCU people happy and the comic book wave people happy. That way I can just order a case of the comic book stuff and I don't have to worry about like trying to sell off a couple movie figures that I don't want. That's not fun. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Love the support. Glad you guys had time to pop in and get interactive in the chat. And if you missed the first half of the live stream, go back and rewatch it, and you can find out what we might be seeing in a few days from the Hasbro team, Marvel Legends. All right. Have a good night, guys. See if I can shut this down. End stream. Bye.